And as part of our stewardship program, we've asked a couple of people to offer their thoughts on stewardship, and so Terry Young has agreed to do so. Thank you, Terry.
For 20 years, I was a commissioner for the town of Leesburg. And in that time, they learned not to give a microphone to an Irishman with a captive audience. I promised the Reverend to make it short. He said if I didn't, he'd use the trap door that's behind the pulpit here. I have the dubious distinction before I came here of having made multiple trips to the two counties that are designated as the poorest in this great country. One in South Dakota, the Pine Ridge Reservation, where a nomadic people were settled on non-arable land and told to farm it. The other one not too far from here in West Virginia, where coal was once prosperity and now gone, and in both counties there's dire destitution. 2 years ago, we came here, and I discovered I did not have to travel at all. Through this church, I discovered 3 ministries where there was great need. The first, CCAP, I spent some time with. They have a way of feeding the poor. Second one, I'm now involved with the rescue mission, where I spent a lot of my time at lunches feeding the homeless. And this very weekend is the transformation weekend, where the original location is being left behind, and their program is being now moved to their new location up on Valley Avenue. Their people are, tomorrow actually is the actual move of the clients. And the whole this next weekend is going to be, we call it Fear and Fun. Moving that whole program, they have their own, they feed people come in, and they also have their own residents. I've been, as I said, I've been busy with the lunches there. A lot of people are involved, and this church supports that program as well. And then the third, is the WATCH program that some people here are involved with. During the winter months, the homeless on the streets, and you can see them on the promenade, people who actually live there during the summer months. During the winter, churches take turns giving them shelter and food, and we take our turn, the church, feeding them and giving them beds for a week and taking care of them. It's a way of people taking care of other people. God did not say, worship me. He said, follow me. He said, love thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor. It's a toughie. It really is. If I were to meet Jesus, and I were to ask him, Lord, How do I treat others? I suspect that in my semi-educated theological background, he would probably come up with an answer, Terry, there are no others. Church to me is a covenant community, a beloved community. It's where I come personally to sort out the answers to that question. It is a way of taking the words from Scripture and turning them into the love that he talked about, defining ways of turning our mission, our ministries, our capabilities into the living, into that love, and into people's lives so that we can do what he talked about. It is very well, as I said, our giving and our support of all that we do means so very much. To see the joy that in people's eyes and in their reactions. Sometimes you don't get it verbally, but it is a way of getting back what we do in a very simple way, but in a very important way. Lord, how do I treat others? Terry, there are no others.